won a championship. Herschel Walker. You go all through the names. So many great running backs that run with an edge that are dogs.
They'll ride the hot hand. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance?
Throws for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Dogs!
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they pay it off with a strike from 38 yards out. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Gators sending the offense back to work. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were really disappointed not getting that 1st down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. Man, what a matchup. The stakes are really high. Both teams in the top 10, playoff positioning, all the things that go with a midseason showdown, guys.
And these are just fun for us because we got a little bit more juice, too, because both teams in playoff contention, both teams high aspirations, a big showdown, a big prove-it game, Palmer, for both these squads.
And it's been fun because these two teams seem to be revving up right at the right moment. They've gotten better and better as the weeks have progressed, and now we've got this major clash, head-to-head in front of the entire country, all eyes watching.
To the 10. And he's running in the open. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. The Gators with the 1st and 10. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Brown wants to pass. Pocket starts to collapse. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
And that's a great job by this defense. You don't care about yards anymore. Yards are arbitrary. Let them drive down the field, so be it. You want to keep touchdowns off the board, and they might have just done that with a sack right there.
It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
This offense has a second down play. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. And the Dogs will keep this drive going.
This is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. With that play, just pushes the pile to get that first down.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. He's going to pass. And that ball is picked off. He'll go out of bounds, but just what they needed to get the ball back.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Quarterback, quick pass to the receiver. Inside the 25. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Gator! When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback, because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. They wasted no time on that drive. 2 plays, touchdown just like that. The kickoff unit about to go to work. From back of the end zone, he'll bring it out. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after the pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw at this drive.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. The give to the left side. And he'll go down, but he delivered the business end of his stiff arm to that defender on the way.
Look, at first you don't succeed, try again, right? It's been really hard for this offense in this game to run the football, but they finally break off a big run there. That could be the play they need to really generate momentum and get this run game going.
Might be looking to run. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot. It is a valuable tool to have a quarterback that can extend a play like that. But sometimes you're smart to be check down Charlie and just take something easy and not invite disaster.
Because when you roll out, you're rolling out, you're cutting the field in half, right? The defense starts to run from one side to where you're rolling out to. The field kind of shrinks, and it kind of becomes a little bit of backyard ball, and you could tell he forced that one in there. Didn't get the...
And the quarterback is snowed under. Gator fans love to see their teams light up the scoreboard, but they'll take the defense bringing the heat too.
And I think that was a staple, Reese. Back in the day, you had great offenses for Florida, but the teams that really had the most success and that reached the highest mountaintops, they had great defense to go with it. This defense playing well.
Let me tell you, this senior quarterback can flat fit it in a tight window.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Johnson wants to throw it. Moving away from pressure. He'll try to do it himself. He is delivering the blow while running the ball, and he gets it to the 39.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's third and short. They'll try to run for it. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend-don't-break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
Now on the move. Tackled, but he has a first down.
Yeah, just stay aggressive if you're on offense, right? You're now into the opponent's territory. It's fourth down. Dial up your best fourth down play. Keep this drive going.
Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. Fires to the tight end. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throwing catch.
And a really good job by the quarterback being very decisive. He saw his matchup, he went for it, he attacked it, got the positive gain. I would say he's going to find that guy a few more times today.
Wide out in motion. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Touchdown, Georgia! And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them. A methodical drive, soul-crushing, spirit-breaking, and it ends in a touchdown.
And listen, I know everybody wants the big plays, the big, long touchdowns and all that stuff, but putting a drive together like that is very difficult to do time and time again, and it's demoralizing for the defense. Great drive by the offense.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. North Texas has some work to do. There's no other way to put it. But the mantra of this program is hard hats, hard work. And if they can chip away here, they may be able to pull this out. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Charlotte. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Looking for room at the 40. And he breaks into the open. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. he can outrun those angles and make enormous plays.
This is a defense that comes to play every week with bad intentions, and they set the tone in games by making hits like that. They've got players on defense that play downhill, and they come flying in. If you're a ball carrier, you better get down. You keep trying to fight for extra yards, or you don't have your head on a swivel. Watch out, because these dudes lay the lumber.
A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs. So it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going. Moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that first down. Brown will throw it. Feeling some heat. He's got the back in the middle. And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down.
I love that from this offense. 3 is good. You're in field goal range, but now we're set up with 1st and goal because of great third down execution by this offense. Stay aggressive. Even when you get in this part of the field, when everything shrinks and gets a little bit harder, you still want to be aggressive.
They'll try to get it in with the run. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Florida! Follow the blocker. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like
afterburners coming. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
That last play changed everything on this possession. They've got it 1st and 10 inside the 30. Running. Got enough space. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
Yeah, coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. Well, they didn't exactly milk the clock on that drive, did they? 2 plays and into the end zone for the touchdown. The kickoff team out there and ready to go. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The Gators sending the offense back to work. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth. I mean, I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. They'll try the run. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. Line getting set on second down. Quarterback will audible. Brown wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Man, that's a tough play to make. When you're that far down the field and you're trying to control your body and run as you're laying out, that's a really great effort, really good concentration, and that is how you make your quarterback look really good.
Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. David, as a Georgia legend, when I say Florida, what comes to mind?
Ugh. I mean, that's the easiest question you've asked me yet. I mean, there's nothing that I ever liked or enjoyed about the Florida Gators, just playing in that rivalry. You know, it's not a neutral site, by the way. It's in Jacksonville, Florida. Like, that's not neutral. It's way closer to Florida. It's way closer to Florida fans. But this rivalry, I'm telling you, every single year, that was the #1 team you wanted to beat.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He'll pull it down. At the 40, there he goes. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
And you're seeing here the difficulties defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane open or you don't sack him right away, you allow him to get outside the pocket, he is going to take off, and he is very difficult to tackle in the open field. He's got running back-like ability out in space.
They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. The defense burns their 3rd and final timeout of the half. This offense can get a jolt of momentum headed to the locker room if they can take the lead here. This is a designed run. Touchdown, Gators! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground, take the lead going into the half, take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Maryland proved it is battle-tested and capable of winning any place, any time after this one. And just think of the confidence this Terps team gained today. Invaluable, if you ask me. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way. But I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. Johnson looking to throw. Buys a little extra time. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Yeah, I tell you what, a lot of times you roll your quarterback to the right or to the left, and in this case, the right. And you try to get him outside the pocket to buy him a little bit of time, get him off that spot, take some deep shots, and he missed, but it was a nice shot down the field.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Fires it into traffic and it's picked off. Bringing it back. And he will be run out of bounds on the return, so the damage is limited as we wrap up the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. And the Gators will kick it off to start the second half. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success.
He's going to fire deep. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete. Well, the timing on that throw and on the route was just convoluted and messed up from the beginning.
And you see quarterbacks and wide receivers in the offseason always working on timing and always working on throwing on air. But when you put a defense in front of them, now things start to speed up a little bit. A lot of times you'll see these little mistakes, and it looks like just they're not on the same page all the time.
Johnson wants to throw it. Unloads to the right. That is just a sideline clinic. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want.
That is a really good-looking throw. And you think about the expectation level now for quarterbacks at Georgia. Matthew Stafford was the #1 pick overall. Stetson Bennett won 2 national championships. Imagine the pressure on this guy. But when you see throws like that, he makes you believe that he can step up and lead this team to yet another natty.
Looking to move it through the air. Trying to get to him. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
To the ground with the back. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one it was going to be a physical game. Guys are going to have to be great at the point of attack and get off blocks and make tackles. They couldn't stop the offense from picking up that first down on that run play.
This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. Wide receiver shows motion. They'll switch it up here and look to throw. Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Dogs! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
You know, sometimes as a play caller, you just don't have to overthink things. I've got a guy who's faster than your guys, and he's just going to run straight down the field. I'm going to throw it way down the field. He's going to make the catch, and we're going to score a touchdown, and that's pretty much what just happened there.
And the extra point is good. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive, just try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Fast motion from the offense. Touch pass on the run. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
Well, in that down and distance, you're probably expecting them to throw it way down the field to get the first. Instead, they go push pass, and they did catch the defense off guard. And even though that was a big explosive play, David, they still didn't have enough yards to get it.
Well, and catch me off guard is relative. That's what you would say, the offensive player. I would say, listen, we're playing a little bit deeper because we're not going to give up the first down. We react to the short stuff, and obviously that's a quick, easy pass from the offense. Rally up, make the play, live to fight another down.
On 3rd and short, the power run here. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was... He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Despite failing earlier on 4th down, they will try again here. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. The Gators will line up to punt it away. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Get another look at this Bulldog offense. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
It's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Paulo.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Johnson looking to throw. And the senior would love to have that one back. Just a little too much on the pass.
Well, they're trying to attack the middle of the field. That time the ball a little too high for his wide receiver, and it falls incomplete.
They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. He's looking to throw. Shoots it to the left. Rolls it in.
On 3rd down, offenses have their plays. What they like in 3rd and short, what they like 3rd and medium, 3rd and long. Great job by the offense having success. Now it's incumbent upon the defense to learn their plays and try to shut it down throughout the game.
The Bulldogs have it with a 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Gonna let it fly. Catch inside the 30 and still running. Nothing but green ahead. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Georgia.
Well, this guy certainly, from a statistical standpoint, has done everything to deserve a trip to New York City. He has been a big playmaker week in, week out for this offense. Get this, that last touchdown was his 20th touchdown catch of the season. This guy has been unstoppable.
And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here, Palmer.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that one.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. The Gators want to move quickly.
And he was virtually unblockable on that play. You know, it reminds me of seeing the highlights of my partner here, David Pollock, a guy that doesn't like to talk about his own greatness, so I'll do it for him. David Reed.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. And the big dog got him again, and Georgia can be judicious when they blitz because they get pressure from the guys up there.
So nice having a defensive line that hunts, and year after year, Georgia finds these guys, but the double guys, the guys that can double sacks in a game, double-digit sacks in a season, these guys make your defense really special.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up, see if they can maybe confuse this QB?
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes.
And the Georgia offense will take over 1st and 10.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense.
Looking for a deep man. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Well, these two have linked up for multiple touchdowns in this game. They had the look they liked. They were licking their chops, taking a shot down the field. We haven't seen too many incompletions when these guys have been trying to play throw and catch.
Johnson wants to throw it. Going to try to get it himself. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
Nice job by the QB. Sit back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. He's looking to throw it. Fires left. He's got it. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. The Dogs have had a long history of scrappy and efficient quarterbacks. Add a little star power to it, and you've got something working.
You definitely get a little extra something. We see it all across college football. You find that dude at the quarterback spot. It takes you...
And he just held on to the football too long, and the defense rolled him out of bounds and forced the loss.
You got to keep chasing and keep defending. When you got scrambling QBs that get outside the pocket, you got to keep defending down the field and keep coverage on the wide receivers. And good job with pursuit drill, running them down, making them run out of bounds, and that counts in the record books for a sack in any one of those plays.
On second down, he's looking downfield. He'll pull it down and run. Tripped up for the tackle.
Well, that's just an amazing individual effort, trying to get back as much yardage as possible to set up a third and manageable situation, right? Nice job in the open field, understanding the situation. You obviously cannot take a sack at this juncture on the drive, so do what you can do to put your offense in a good position here on third down.
Headed to the line at the 23, trying to convert this third and short. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Going with the ground game left. Working his way and keeping those legs moving. Picks up 5 down to the 14.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going. And you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep...
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Bulldogs. They add on another score, and now that record so close to going to 8-1 on the season. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Here's the deal. You're down with 3 possessions. You know, it doesn't feel likely they're going to come back and win, but we've seen crazier stuff happen in college football. It all starts with a big completion on a 2-minute drive. They'll get the momentum started in your direction.
Throwing right. Got his man downfield. The expressway is wide open. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
What a great play call offensively. Taking the shot, you flip the field, and now you better get those red zone play calls ready and dialed up.
And the Gators have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Brown will throw it. Pressure coming. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They're bringing heat. Got some room, entered to the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Florida! He just makes it look so easy. Impressive run.
So impressive. Time and time again, he can buy time, make you look silly, and the defense is just kind of like, wait a minute, you got him? I got him? No, well,
and let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. UAB is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage today, but they still have some work to do to put this in the win column. They're up by 7 over Kansas. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. A great spot to start this drive for the offense. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Slips it. And this looks disastrous. Oh, down he goes. A huge loss on that play.
I think if you're the head coach here, it's a bit of a mixed reaction to your passing attack so far in this game. You put up a bunch of yards throwing the football, you've lit up the scoreboard, but you've also given them 4 sacks. Pass protection has been a problem so far in this game.
Looking to throw on second down. He's going to run it. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
when it gets in long yardage situations defensively, you're thinking pass, pass, pass. How about the quarterback doing a great job? He wants to push it down the field, but he does a great job scrambling, chewing up chunks of yards, and now making this situation a lot more manageable.
Catch in the middle, it's Smith. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
And with that pass right there, over 300 yards. That's a good day at the office. Being able to execute, doing a good job seeing what's coming, anticipating, taking some shots today, but his hold really strong, put up some good numbers.
It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
I think that might be the very definition of just trying to rub salt in the wound, right? You got the lead, multiple possessions, you're looking really, really good, late in the ball game, and you go for it again. So you're just trying to, listen, it's their job to stop you. I like it. Offense, doing what they do. Forget you, defense. Get a stop. That's your job, and you did it.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
The short hands, it's Daniels. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Brown wants to pass. Gets it out fast. And he slid through that attempt, and he's got room. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20.
And even though they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, they've got a quarterback that can bring them back, but they need him now to play his A-plus level of football. We saw a nice completion on that last third down. Let's see if he can keep it going.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
The run from the shotgun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. And here comes the offense on second down. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. On second down, he'll let it fly. Looking left. He caught it. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, Gator.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a one-possession game. We got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with a 21-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff team has the ball teed up and they're about ready to go. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. He's got great speed. Got a little room. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Well, maybe they thought if they kicked it into the end zone that he wouldn't dare bring it back. Instead, he just dared them to tackle him, and nobody could. What an explosive return.
And those guys got so much speed, they ain't scared. And you could tell, takes it out, good blocking, give him a little crease, and you could see the speed. You don't put slow guys back deep. You don't see Jesse Palmer returning kicks. No. You see the fast guys, and you see open space, and then boom, he's gone.
They're lining up for the kickoff, and let's see if this return team can answer with a score of its own. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
He's got it down the right side. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Going over the top. Got it inside the 10. Almost took it all the way, but a huge gain, and he has him set up first and goal. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. And the D deny them on second and goal. Just going to keep it after the snap. Touchdown, Florida! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And that's step one. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. They still need a touchdown to take the lead here in the fourth, and they'll try to get the ball back with the onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. This is everything you could hope for in a rivalry game like this. Close game, waning moments, history waiting to be made, guys. guys.
And it's moments like this why you come and play for these two schools, right? To play in a game like this, in a rivalry like this, in a situation, David, game on the line late, who's going to take it?
And you know when you make this play, you're immortalized. With this kind of rivalry, these are the highlights they'll be showing for years. Everybody's like, I remember when so-and-so made that play against our biggest rival to seal the deal.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
Yeah, and I'm not surprised. I mean, you put the ball in your best player's hands. Like, late in the game, you've got to trust your guy. I'm interested to see what they do here on third down coming up. Let's call it third and interesting, right? Top clock ticking down. Do I trust my QB to throw the football? I got the lead. I want that clock to continue to roll.
Now facing a third and long. Johnson looking to throw. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that's third down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts.
Timeout, Georgia.
Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on fourth down. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? Got room on the return. Inside the 10. Touchdown Gators. How about that D coming up with a play like that?
How about that play by this defense? The offense trying to salt the game away with the lead. Defense makes the biggest play of the ball game, getting the pick, finding the end zone, and taking the lead late in this ball.
They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick six. He'll call for the fair catch here. Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. These are the games. These are the moments. This is the opportunity for the finish that people remember in rivalries like this one.
And those highlights that are shown for years and years to come. These big-time moments, Palmer, coming down to the wire. Who steps up?
Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. He'll try to take it back. At the 30. He's at the 10. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Florida. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't
came back on you, boy. That's how we do it.
The pick six.
And these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I show you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six. Fair catch called for and made. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They're starting to feel a little desperation here, David. They just can't press yet.
It's go time. We got to...
Going up top. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield. This quarterback desperately wants to make a jump play, but they're going to be deepest to deepest, widest to widest. He's got to be patient.
No doubt. Situational football is probably one of the most underrated, untalked about things, like understanding the situation. I have the lead. They have to take shots down the field. I'm going to play pass. I got to rush the passer. I got to keep him in the pocket. All those things come into play throughout this game.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Man, this quarterback is going to need an ice bath when this game is over because he is getting whacked. We've seen him go down. He's been sacked time and time again. He just got nailed another time on that last play. He can't wait for this game to be over.
He's going up top here late in the game. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
And now such a tough situation. Late in this game, you're trailing, but now it's 4th and long. Like, it's one thing if it's 4th and short. This makes it even more difficult. You've got to have something dialed up you feel really great about.
Looking for a huge play. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and